I'm here to talk to you about two things that will lead you to success in life: failure and hard work. As we have all realized, failure is inevitable. When you mess up, you feel that deep burn in your chest and your conscience in the back of your head annoying you on how your actions were wrong. You don't want to feel that again, so you change for the better so that your actions are self-satisfactory. At Asheville School, we are molded into college-bound scholars. Many of us lose control or get overly stressed if we fail an assessment. We need to understand that in life, failure is inescapable, and we need to turn our negatives into positives by building off of them. Though the work here is rigorous and overwhelming, we are actually being set up for success. Asheville School cushions our failures with a tight-knit community that catches us and places us back on our feet. When we fail tests or quizzes or don't understand homework, we have early morning tutorials, faculty housing on campus, study hall, the learning center, friends to help us understand the work, and plenty of other options that are here to help us get ahead. Hard work is an answer to failure. The expression, learn from your mistakes, works perfectly when thinking about failing an assessment. You must study harder and put more time into what you have failed so that you learn from it and therefore aren't prone to the same mistakes or failures as previously acquired. Same with sports. If you make a mistake on the courts or fields, you fix what was wrong. You turn the ball over a lot. You work on ball handling. If you're bad at catching, you work on hand-eye coordination. If you have a bad shot, you shoot more. Putting in the time and hard work to improve and get better is the benefit of failure. I know that sounds weird, there being a benefit to failure. But just think though, if you don't make mistakes, you aren't going to work hard. You aren't going to push yourself to the limit because you are content with where you are. Don't be afraid to make mistakes because mistakes increase the opportunities for improvement and development. Along with dealing with your failures, you should also look out for your friends and help them deal with theirs as well. We are a family here at the Asheville School. If someone fails, they should have someone to lean back on and someone to motivate them and help them thrive to success. The Blues basketball team was based off the saying, quote, "I am my brother's keeper," end quote. All members of the Blues basketball team worked as one unit. If one would fall, the rest would pick him up, and we progress from then on. We must do this as a community. Failure is not an easy feat to relinquish. We must strive past failure and push for success, and this becomes a lot easier when you have friends and family doing the same thing alongside of us. Failure can be potentially positive for one's life, but we must also keep in mind how important hard work is for our success. Just think, have you ever been disappointed with yourself after giving it everything you've had? You might have been upset or sad about the loss, but you are proud of your effort. This relates to all aspects of life, whether it is sports, education, a job, family. You give it everything, all you've got. You work hard for what matters to you. Think about something you are passionate about. You subconsciously work harder in that matter because you are doing something you enjoy. During track season last year, Coach Harris told me something that would make me think about how hard I worked in everything I did. He said, quote, "Imagine if you could channel the determination and willpower to work as hard as you do for something that you favor, in turn for something that you may dislike," end quote. This opened my eyes. Though I did not enjoy track, I worked hard at it as if it were basketball or football, sports I do enjoy. Furthermore, I also found myself face-planted in books and spending less free time on video games and television and more on studying and completing homework. Freshmen, this school, this environment, it's new to you. If you experience failure, don't be discouraged. Use it as a motivator to push for success. Sophomores, just like the freshmen, you guys have quite some time left here. You have a year under your belt, and you should know what to expect in terms of failure and success. You guys are moving up in difficulty, so just work hard and use your past experiences to unlatch the doors to your future success. Juniors, reputation predicts that you've just entered the hardest year of your career at Asheville School. With hard work and the ability to learn from your failure, you will find success. My experience during junior year wasn't what everyone painted the picture to be. I worked hard, I pushed through my failures, and I found myself with the best grades of my life. You must continue to work as hard as possible, and all feelings of stress will soon be relieved. Seniors, this is our last year. We have the tools and skills to cope with our failures and stress and turn them to positives. So the only thing we have to do now is finish. The football team has had a very rough year so far. We have failed, and that is what everyone realizes. Everyone realizes the fact that we have 0 wins. But our ability to build off of our failures as individuals and as a team are unknown. We have lost all of our games. We have lost a head coach, but we have not lost faith. In the past 3 weeks, we have improved in ways we hadn't accomplished in the first half of the season. Our improvement has come from our senior leadership, our balanced head coach, and the hard work of every player on the team. The other coaches have made a huge difference as well. Mr. Ewing, with his go hard or go home attitude. Coach Weeks, with his tackling and running techniques. Frank Burke, with his unlimited knowledge of the sport. Mr. Montgomery, with his presence and constant encouragement. Coach Lee, with his militaristic conditioning exercises. And our head coach, Dr. Schill, for his intelligence and awareness of team personnel and tactics that can make us successful, with the addition of being funny and tranquil, but still holding us accountable, forcing us to get better. In the quote that Sarah read, Michael Jordan says, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why it's a C." Michael Jordan embodies everything that I've been talking about. Michael Jordan has experienced failure, worked hard through it, and became successful. Michael Jordan is known as the best player in NBA history, but Michael Jordan didn't even make his high school varsity basketball team. This failure only encouraged Michael Jordan to work harder. His failures, which led to continuous hard work, opened doors for Michael Jordan to go to North Carolina University and then to the NBA to become the greatest basketball player ever. Failure is meant to knock us back and put us on our heels. But are we just going to accept it, or are we going to do something about it? Rocky says, quote, "It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward," end quote. You will experience setbacks all through life, but it's important that you gain the skills starting from now to deal with and push through those setbacks.